Hello modelers, Frank here with Galactic Modeler. I just finished the B9 robot from Lost in Space, and I had Robby laying around here from Polar Lights. So I thought, well, let's do Robby, as long as we're on a robot kick. So I'm going to show you how I put in the fiber optics and the LEDs. He's a pretty simple guy compared to the B9, but still has some detail. So here he is. I'll just kind of get this out of the way. And there he is. Now what I did is I put the AA battery case down underneath the stand. I ground out a hole and put the micro switch right here to turn it on and off. And then I ran the power wire, the positive negative, through his leg. I had to drill out a few holes in his feet and stuff, and then just run the positive negative up, and then get ready, make a couple 3-4 inch pigtail, so you got plenty of room to work with. But basically, I'll just kind of explain where I put his lights and why, and we'll turn him on here. And I've still got to, in person, it looks kind of blue here, his mouthpiece, which is good, but in person it looks white. So I'm going to go through and hit that with some clear blue, and then his other talking actuators, or whatever they are up here above, I'll hit them with some blue. And then he's got some side eyes and different things, a lot of fiber optics I put in here. And I have my two fast and slow fiber optic power source or light sources. And if you order the kit, that'll come with the kit, fast, slow. And all these fiber optics, I put some in his chest, which a lot of the modelers don't do, but I think it'll look cool. And I'll do every other, fast, slow, 4 on this side, 4 on this side. And then he's got his eyes, and that's about it for fiber optics. Inside, I just ran the wires up, connected it to his mouthpiece and his other stuff. And now what I have to do is cut the fiber optics to length to come from his head. You can see a little fiber optic hanging out of his head right there. And then the ones coming out of his chest. Cut them all to length and put them every other with the fast slow. And when I get that done, I'll be back. But getting there, so I sometimes I start from scratch with an unpainted model, but this time I decided to get him kind of partly done, and then just explain how to lay in the lighting, and then I'll glue him together and we'll come back. But right now I'm going to do the fiber optics, and I'll be back once I've got them hooked up. Okay modelers, I'm back with Robby. I've got his fiber optics in, I've got his head glued onto his body, I've got rid of a bunch of light leaks. I added a LED dome bulb back here just to give him a little more excitement. He's got a flashing eye there, but the lighting in here is pretty bright. His actuators or his mouthpiece are all rocking. And then I alternated the fiber optics in his chest so that they would kind of do like a rotating effect. So I'm pretty happy with him now. All I got to do is finish gluing him together, put his babe in his arms, and when I get him all set up and get the painting done, there's just a little painting to do, I'll be right back and we'll introduce Robby. Finished. Okay, Model Maniacs, we're back with Robby. He's all glued together. His fiber optics are rocking. His voice box is cranking. He's got a couple other little fiber optics there. His dome on his head, I put a light in there just to give it a little extra excitement. You can see that. There's his dome head. I like how the fiber optics in his chest turned out. They're it's almost like they're rotating. I like how that turned out. So yeah, there he is. Robby the robot from Forbidden Planet with Leslie Nielsen and bunch of stars that are, most of them are still around. But yeah, that's a cool model. Now I'm going to put his chick in his arms, and I'll be back. And here's Robby rescuing the damsel. Yeah, she turned out pretty nice. I'm not a real figure painter, but I did okay. Yeah, her face looks pretty good. Nice teeth. Nice hair. But there he is. I highly suggest you trying this model. It's fun. And using our lighting kit at galacticmodeler.com for Robby the robot. I'll be, actually it's not on the site yet, but I'll be putting it on there in the next few days. And also on eBay. And I think it'll be pretty reasonable. It's, it's not real complex. But it takes some patience. Like them fiber optics, you gotta mushroom the heads with a cigarette lighter, then pull them through up to the top of his, where his head is, and then hook them, the fast and the slow, every other, into the fiber optic light sources. And then once I get them in there, I just push them in real hard and put a drop of CA glue in there and hit it with zip kicker, hold it until it's hardened, and then gently stuff them down in there. You have to be careful, because fiber optics, if you're real rough with them, you can break them. They're glass. They're not plastic. But yeah, I like that his chest display. I've seen a few a few Robby robots out on the internet, and nobody's done that circling light display like I did. So I always like to do things that no one else does. But I like how his voice actuator and all that turned out, and I like his put a little light up in his dome. I just drilled a hole and used a 3mm static LED and just shoved it up in there and glued it, painted it black except for the very top of it. Then I took an X-Acto knife and just kind of scraped the top off so it wouldn't be too bright. You can do that with anything when you're putting lights in. If it's too bright, paint it black or white or whatever. Then take a hobby knife and just slowly scrape paint away until it's, a manageable or a brightness that you like. But, yep, there he is. Now I got to build the Forbidden Planet flying saucer. I'll be doing that here fairly soon, so that he can stand in the forefront of it. We'll put it up on a stand so it's kind of above him, looks like, real. We'll make like a diorama. But there he is, Robby. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy. Bye-bye.